Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Dak going to start out going to the air. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And some room to work. There he goes left side. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So a first quarter fumble in the rain. And this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here. So they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball. Make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Finding space at the 40. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
19 Lions.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Buying time to his left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Eagles at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble to get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll throw again. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field goal.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Room here to run. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Count them now. 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To the air again, Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Prescott to throw it. It's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, Prescott. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage. So.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Nice tackle, nice play by Kevin Byard.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
There's a ball thrown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Back to 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Seven Pirates.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
A 1st down throw for Prescott.
Tosses the out route here to Gallup.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On the move past the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And the Cowboys are able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the 31, Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up. Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's Dak.
That's complete to Davis. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. Right back to Davis. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Fourth down, Prescott. Able to find Gallup. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. One last shot now for Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final.